Hi, it's Minnesota Bill again. It's wintertime up here in Minnesota. All we've been getting is really cold weather, like a lot of other people. So I thought it was a good time to bring the ride in the garage and do one of the mods that I've been wanting to do. I bought a Torq locker from Torq Locker Industries, and there's lots of videos out there that will show you how to do the Torq locker installation and all the components you have to do to get rid of the visco lock. That's Can-Am's like pause traction. One slips and the other one kicks in. Well, I've seen plenty of guys bury one tire and the other tire just spins and the other one doesn't do anything. So I bought a four-wheel drive. I figured I'd make it a four-wheel drive. Lots of videos out there how to do that. Louis up at Power Mods, he does a pretty good one. And there's a couple things that I wanted to show you on the 2019. Well, first of all, Mike up in Canada, he did a quickie little mod with that on Ostercruiser's machine, where he took the stiff boot that's on the back and he actually installed one on the front. They had this unit installed in the front, and I guess it gave you a little bit of movement, which you didn't want. He hits it pretty hard, and he actually stripped out the gears in front. So these two boots basically hold this shaft into place into the front diff and where it comes out of the engine here. So I took care of that. There's lots of videos out there that will show you, a few videos anyways, that will show you how to do this, how to get the front diff out. What I did is, as you can see, I removed the shock just to get it out of the way. I disconnected the lower ball joint. I didn't disconnect the upper ball joint. That can stay there, along with the steering rod. That can stay there. I took off the axle nut, and this whole unit will lift up, and I just kind of tied it off with a big tie wrap and just held the whole thing out of place. And when you lift the whole thing up, it's enough to get the front axle out. You just pop it right out. So between popping the axle out, same thing on the other side, and running your two boots into the middle, the front diff will shift a little bit, and this whole axle just comes right out. It's actually pretty simple, but once you get it like disengaged from the slot that's in here, slot that's in there, and so on, you're able to pull the boots right to the middle and the axle will come right out. You got to disconnect this torsion bar. I think this is new for 2019. They didn't have that on earlier models, and didn't have it on the Renegade. I don't know about the 2019 Renegades, but took that out, popped it right out. One thing that one of the videos that I did see was, once you have the differential out to do the Torq locker mod, it's a good idea to put this axle in first. And that was very, very good advice, because how the Torq locker teeth line up and how the teeth in your differential line up, you got to get those together so that your axle pushes together. It's much easier to do it on your bench than it is after you get the differential in. So I just took the axle off, popped the axle out, and it was no problem. The one issue that was kind of funny, that it didn't seem that the guys up in ATV up in Canada was, let me come to the other side here. where the lower A-frame, the forward mount, you need to just loosen this up a little bit so you can get that out of the way, so you can get that bolt out. That's not a big deal, but it's something you got to do. So that was about it. Just wanted to share that with you. There's shortcuts, one way or the other. If I can make things easier by doing easy things, I will. Like I said, I just took the shock out. There was more than enough room to get the forward bolt out and the lower bolt out. It pops right off. And then once you get this pulled up out of the way, the axles will come out, pop, out it comes. But before you put it in, after the Torq Locker install, or for whatever reason you want to pull your front diff out, put that front right axle in first. It worked out pretty good. I'm glad I got to see that video. A little advice there. So, and now it's a real good time to hit all my grease fittings, check my steering, make sure everything is tight. Here's a forward. People had asked me on this one video that I did about the brake line here, and there was more than enough room. I had done, just after I gotten it, I had gotten the speed rocks, the handlebar risers, and there's more than enough room for the brake line to come down and actually extend the handlebar a little bit. So wanted to show you that real quick too. But I got a ride next weekend. We're going back up to Namaji, Minnesota. Now that we got some snow, they've been talking about snow in the next few days, and get 8 or 10 inches. Hopefully we can do some more videos then. But a couple things on the 2019. I'll let you know how this Torq Locker works out. Thanks for watching. Alright, got everything put back together. This is how this works. I got it in 4-wheel drive. This guy's down and tight. You can actually have the differential steering. This one's up tight, same thing. Pull it back, this guy goes forward, pull that back, this guy goes forward. And she's locked in together. That's the Torq Locker. Now we got to run it and see how it works. That's it. Thanks for watching.